Welcome back. Here's a look at where stocks ended a massive week of market-moving events, including the president's sweeping new historic global tariffs, blowout earnings from big tech, the Fed whiffing on rates, and a strong second quarter GDP that shocked Wall Street, 3% growth. And then there was the disappointing July jobs report at the end of the week, showing only 73,000 jobs added to the economy. Expectations called for 110,000 jobs. The unemployment rate did come in line with expectations, but slightly higher than the month of June. And we got major revisions downward to what previously was reported in May and June. 258,000 fewer jobs were added to the economy in those months. Joining me now is Bullseye American Ingenuity Fund Portfolio Manager Adam Johnson. Adam, great to see you. Thanks very much for being here. And we kick off the month of August with a lot of news. How would you assess the story today?
Oh, I'm very happy with where this economy is, where corporate America is, and where the portfolio is. You know, Maria, I'm a growth investor, right? I run the American Ingenuity Fund. And what's happening right now in this country is so exciting because American ingenuity is finally being celebrated again in Washington. I feel like for, the past many years, we've just been put upon, we've been sort of shoved in a corner, and it's not happening anymore, whether to corporations that want to grow and merge, or whether that's exporters that want to sell their goods abroad and not be penalized. I mean, there's just so much that's happening right now. So I'm very comfortable, and I certainly don't get upset by 1 month's jobs report. We created 25,000 fewer jobs in the month of July. To me, that is a rounding error. So, you can cherry pick whatever headlines you want, but I think if you look at the big picture, from earnings to employment to the economy, we're doing very well, Maria.
So a word on tariffs, because the president came out with new sweeping tariffs 120 days or so since April 2nd, which was Liberation Day. And now you've got 7 bilateral trading frameworks. You've got baseline tariffs of 10% to 40%. You've got a new tariff on Canada. He went to 35%, up from 25%. You've got the August 12th deadline for China. That may very well be extended. So we're watching that. And we're also watching the potential for 100% Russia secondary tariff deadline on August 8th. Your thoughts on the new tariff agenda?
Well, a couple of points, but I think the single most important takeaway, Maria, is that most of the tariff agreements that are being laid down, whether it's the baseline at 10% or a number of recent deals at 10 to 15% tariffs, we can live with. That's a lot lower than many people had feared, and I'm comfortable with that. And critically, Maria, that level effectively just levels the playing field. A lot of U.S. exporters were already facing 12 to 15% tariffs when we, U.S. manufacturers, sold our goods abroad. Well, now all of a sudden, we've just basically brought our tariffs up to what exporters are paying. It's a level playing field. Yeah. To me, that's progress. And here's the other thing, Maria. The EU, 15%, Japan, 15%, South Korea, 15%, Philippines, I could go on, all 15%. And again, these are our biggest trading partners. We can live with 15%. It doesn't create excessive pain for anyone. And you can kind of share that, all right? Yeah. The exporters eat a third of it, consumers eat a third of it, whatever. So I'm very fine with what's happening. In fact, I would even argue it's progress.
Yeah, and I think now corporations have a lot more clarity knowing where we're going here. Yeah. And certainly that's why I think we had such a great performance in the month of July for the stock market. Yes. Well, how about this? If you've got extra money lying around, you can send it to the government, Adam. The U.S. Treasury is now accepting Venmo and PayPal payments from anybody who wants to donate money to help pay down the national debt. They take debit and credit cards, too. Imagine that. In fact, since its initial inception in 1996, people have gifted the government nearly $68 million to help pay down debt. I don't know if I would be putting it on my credit card, though, Adam.
No, we're not going to pay down one form of debt with another form of debt. But God bless those Americans who've actually helped us pay down the debt. God bless Doge. They're certainly doing the good work for all of us.
Adam, great to talk with you. Thanks so much. Adam Johnson joining us. Thanks, sir. Have a great weekend.